You have been paying higher prices. You have experienced delays or even shortages for goods. These are just a few of the problems of the global supply chain crisis. My co-authors and I started writing Profit from the Source long before the current crisis and global pandemic. And we believe there's never been a better time to focus on suppliers and procurement. If you focus on suppliers, plain and simple, you'll have a competitive advantage. I'm Christian Schuh, the host of Procurement in the Park. To understand why suppliers are so critical to your business, you must understand what good looks like in procurement. It's a central component of profit from the source. So let me explain. Take a look at the graph on your screen. On the horizontal axis is focus. It ranges from pure cost reduction focus on the left to a focus on profitable growth on the right. Profitable growth may sound like cost reduction, but it's something entirely different. Profitable growth, in this case, means that procurement ensures that the company offers the right products with the right innovation from the right suppliers. Now, on the vertical axis of the graph is mandate. It ranges from supporting the corporate strategy on the bottom to shaping the corporate strategy on the top. Shaping the strategy gives procurement the opportunity to get involved in every critical stage of a product's evolution. Notice what's on the upper right side. We have some of the best-known tech companies. And at the very top is Apple. Apple was almost bankrupt in the late 1990s before it was rescued by two people. One was Steve Jobs, a product marketing genius. He figured out which products customers would get excited about 3 years into the future. The other was Tim Cook, a procurement and supply chain genius. He figured out which suppliers were the most innovative and could make their innovations at scale. Jobs and Cook joined forces to develop a product roadmap and then gave engineering the job of implementing it. Some would argue that Apple can have such an extravagant approach because they are the world's richest company. I would argue that Apple is the world's richest company because it allows procurement to shape the corporate strategy and then tasks it with driving profitable growth. The contrast to automakers and traditional companies in general could not be starker. They see success in procurement mainly through cost reduction and supporting the corporate strategy. Of course, even Apple doesn't do everything we recommend in the book. But they are probably the single company that comes closest to what we advise. For you, the customer, Apple is a marketing company that churns out one cool product after another. But in the tech industry, Apple is known as a supply chain company. Maybe the supply chain company. No other company runs such a tight ship. No other company can make a product like the iPhone at such scale. And no other company has survived the computer chip crisis better than Apple. The reason? Tim Cook was a chief procurement officer before he became CEO. The focus on supply chain is everywhere you look at Apple. And it's why Apple is now a multi-trillion-dollar company. In the next video, I'll provide an overview of the 3 key questions we address in Profit from the Source. Still interested? Then subscribe to my channel. Bye!